Alright, black man. This video was a really one waiting to come, honestly. I've been planning on doing this, so I'm finally happy I did this one, but this video honestly is about the black woman and their concept on this feminism subject. I was talking to a friend. Well, yeah, you could say a friend. We did stuff in the past. African American female. And she was talking about the employment status and situation. You know, I asked her, why is she so fed up with her job? She said that men get paid more, and I wish I could see their paychecks so I could see what they get. I told her their paychecks is none of her concern, but, she didn't care about that. So we're speaking, and she says men get paid more than women. And this thing that's been going on where they state men been getting paid more than women and all this thing that they're fighting over or whatever. It's cool and everything, but I had to remind her. I said, listen, you're black, right? Because she keeps stating that men get paid more than women, but last I knew, African American men are the most unemployed men on the planet. So where is it that we get paid more than women? Well, the fact is we don't get paid more than women. The honest truth is white men get paid more than women. It's not black men, it's not Hispanic men, it's not Indian men, it's not Arabian men. The only two men on the planet that get paid more than women are Chinese men and white men. So I told her this, and she said, well, you know what I mean. I said, no, I don't know what you mean. Because when you black women speak on men in prison, you don't say all men go to prison. You don't say all men are dangerous. You don't say all men leave their children. You say black men do that. So why is it whenever it's something bad against white people, white men, these African American women don't specify it? But whenever it's something about black men, they want to specify it. They want to generalize everything bad about white men. So they make it seem like, oh, every man. It's not every man. African American men been the least unemployed from they came here, and they're still the least unemployed till this day. Now, some people would say, hey, it's the same situation for the men in the men department, and the same situation for the women in the women department. Well, honestly, it's not. This is why it's not. Let's say right now the employment rate for black women is 30%. All right? And the employment rate for Hispanic women is 30%. And the employment rate for white women is 40%. Now, I understand the unfairness in that, but the gap isn't that big. The gap really isn't that big in between them. But when it comes to men, now, African American men probably is 10%. Hispanic men are probably 20%, and white men are probably 70%. Now, that's a big gap difference. I think that's something that we should be talking about now. That's something that we should be dealing with now. But it seems that everybody wants to be dealing with a situation that really isn't the major problem. They want to deal with sexism before they deal with racism. Last I knew, sexism didn't have millions of people killed. Last I knew, the Native American race almost got wiped out because of racism. Last I knew, Africans became slaves because of racism. Sexism had nothing to do with it. But yet, you make these people fool you. Convince these black women into honestly believing, that sexism is a more serious problem than racism. This is honestly what these people got these black women to believe. Now, personally, honestly, I knew that when I was growing up, my mom always told me a couple things. My mom's Dominican, and she told me a couple things. She was like, hey, the Dominican people always say, money first, school second, woman third. And I always followed that. Every time I told other people that, they would always ask me, but wait, isn't school first? No, it's not. School isn't first. I know they would want you to think that. Alright? But most of my homeboys that are Jewish, guess what? Most of them only done 2 years of college just so they could have a degree, and they paid for their other degrees. To be honest with you. And most of them own big businesses. And some of them are the reasons why I was able to start my business up with their help. So, you allow these white people to fool you into thinking men get paid more than women. Well, yeah. White men get paid more than women. And that's the only men, white and Chinese. So why is it that black men have to deal with this as well? Why are we dealing with it alongside with the white men? The white men don't got to deal with our problems, so why we got to deal with the white men's problem? Why do we get bashed with the white men? Do the white men get bashed with us? So why are we getting bashed with them? They don't get bashed with us, so why are we getting bashed with them? You get what I mean? It makes no sense whatsoever that we get bashed with these men. I have a lot of white friends and they're cool people, but even they agree with me. We're not employed. We don't get paid more than black women. The black woman is the backbone of the black community, like they said. They make more money. They make more money in a combination. But as that show, the most mom and pop's business that's been growing in the U.S. for the past 3 years has increased in African American males and Hispanic males. Basically meaning that most of these dudes that are black and Hispanic already came to the realization that most likely they can't get a job in society. So the only way they're going to get money is either deal drugs, kill, steal, rob, whatever illegal activity they got to do, or start a business. So, you know what? I'm kind of glad that they never gave us jobs. Because if they gave us jobs, people like me, I wouldn't have started a business if I would have had a job. I would probably still be working there if I would have had a job. I probably wouldn't have started a business. Honestly, so I'm kind of glad I didn't get a job.